Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky with the lipstick swatch video of Huda Beauty lipsticks. These are the original bullets. I have a few of them. They're in this box and I'm starting to declutter things, and so this is one of them that came up. I love wearing them this time of year. They're very great, a lot of them for year round, but the ones that I own are kind of the more muted tones that are really great for fall and winter. That's where I think Huda Beauty really excels with lipsticks, is with those kind of colors. I really do. But with that, I'm going to start swatching these, and then I will get to my opinion at the end because I have worn some of these. So for those who just wanted to see the swatches and go, here we go. Okay, so the first one is Girls Trip. I do want to say to be really careful with these because they do break very easily. They're very soft. So there you go. So this was just a really beautiful kind of muted peach color. I love that. It's still peachy, but it's muted, and that's what I'm talking about with her lipsticks, at least this range, is they're muted. And I actually really like that, especially this time of year. Kind of like 90s kind of grayish kind of feel to them a little bit, but updated kind of. Not that I think that was wrong. I kind of love those colors, but it's just absolutely beautiful. I love this color. I think it's just beautiful. I think it would work well on so many people. It's just such an easy color that you could wear every day. Just love it. Okay, so the next one is Pool Party, as you can see. This one I love. It went on really sloppy. I'm going to be honest with you. These are really pigmented, but the way that the bullet is shaped, it can make putting these on kind of difficult because it has this weird like shape to it. It's not octagon, that would be 8 sides, but it's kind of that feel where it's really hard to get on. Yeah, these can be a little bit tricky to put on. They're really moussey and quite beautiful, but yet they're really dry at the same time. That sounds really strange, but they're just kind of tricky. But this is a me color, even though it's lopsided on this side. It really is. It's like, I think it just made it worse. Enjoy. So this one's just a lovely color. This is kind of like a mauve, and I love mauves. I love mauves. I absolutely adore them. So this one's just perfect for me. This is probably the one that I love the best. To be honest with you, this is a color that I would wear all through winter. I love this color. It's docile and tame enough not to be too vampy for somebody of my skin tone, yet I think it would work so well for some, like, I think it would work across the board. I really do. I think this would work for everyone across the board. So if you are fair like myself and you don't want to do vampy, this is a nice way to wear a darker lipstick without it looking a little bit like, suspect. If you don't like that, I like looking suspect, so I'm okay with that. But if you don't, I love them vampy colors. But if you don't, then this is a good way to go into it. Or if you're somebody who wants to try brighter reds, but you're afraid of brighter reds, try something like this, because this is just an absolutely beautiful color. Cool tone, of course, but I think it would work for many people across the board as far as skin tone. Okay, the next one is Payday. I have used this one. I can tell I've used this one several times. Beautiful. So this one is actually very similar to the last one. Very, very similar. I actually don't know what the difference is between Pool Party and this. Let's see. So this one is Payday. And then this one is Pool Party. So let's see. They're pretty darn similar. Yeah, they're pretty darn similar. I think, let me just look in the mirror. Wow. Okay, there is a difference. So Pool Party, which is the bottom one, is more cool tone, while the top one is actually slightly more warm tone. Yeah, Payday is more warm tone mauve, while the lower one is, Pool Party is more cool tone. So that is the difference between those two. That's really interesting, because when I tried it on, I couldn't see a big difference. I can see how it's slightly warm tone, but honestly, it's so similar that I don't think... It's more warm neutral. We'll go, but I can see where the warmth is in it, but it's so close to the other one. It is so close. So I don't think you would need both. If you like something that pulls a little bit warmer, but not really, I would go with the top one, Payday. But if you want a full flat out cool tone, I would do the bottom. But honestly, I don't think you could really clock them on the lips. So go with whichever one is in stock and you feel works better for you. But honestly, you don't need them both. Okay, the next one is Graduation Day. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so I love this one. This is like a brown. It's this beautiful brown color, but like a rosy brown. This one's just beautiful. I love this color. This one is just, oh my. I really love this one. Actually, I'll put it there as one of my favorites. I think this one's just stunning. Oh, it's like a mauvey rosy brown, which just makes it really just beautiful. So it's this beautiful cool tone. And what I like is on the site, it breaks them down by cool and warm colors. So of course I went with more cool tones because I'm more of a cool tone, even though I'm wearing more of a warm look today. I was trying to match with this sweater, that's why. So it's just beautiful. It's just, oh, exquisite. Okay, this next one is Wedding Day. So these are all big days, except for Pool Party. Payday is a big day. It's big for me. There you go. I really like this color. Now this is more of a warm tone kind of color. I like this one. It's like, I don't know. It's like kind of like a light rosewood, very light rosewood type color. With warm undertones, but it has a little bit more pink to it. What's interesting is they all have, well, this is what I find with Huda in general, is she tends to do warm tone pinks a lot, so everything tends to lean that way. So it's kind of like a brownish warm tone pink. Let's go with that. It's just really beautiful. I can see why it's Wedding Day. It's not going to make anyone like go, whoa. It's a very friendly color. What I like is that it would work for everybody. This would work on everybody. and it's beautiful. It does pull a little bit warm if you're like, I'm a cool tone, but I can definitely wear warm tones. But I know some cool tone people, it's like, I just, no, never, you know? So it is warm tone, but I think that this is just, would be so beautiful on most people. It's just so user friendly. I can see why it's called wedding day, because usually people want really safe makeup on wedding days, which you should. They're your wedding photos. So I think that this basically is just perfect for that. It's just non-assuming, makes you naturally just look beautiful. Very easy, beautiful, wearable color. Okay, the next one is Dirty 30. Why does it have to be dirty? Well, why doesn't it have to be dirty? I mean, hey, I mean, there you go. So this is Dirty 30, and I love this color. It doesn't match with my eye look at all, because this is most definitely a cool tone. There's no way around it. Ugh, I love this color. I love those grayish colors. I live for these colors. I love these colors. I know. They're just everything that, oops, got a little bit sloppy there. This is just the 90s right here. It truly is. When you think in the 90s, this is the 70s. This isn't bright fluorescent colors of the 80s, bright pink. You know, this isn't the frosty colors of the early 2000s. This isn't the Elizabethan reds that you're used to. I know, I'm going through all of them. This is just screams 90s. We've all seen the photos, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I have worn this one many times, and I forgot about it, and I'm glad it's back on my radar, because especially during this time of year, in the winter, fall, yes, please. And when I run out of this color, or it goes bad, I will buy it again. I will buy it over and over and over. I will always have this color on hand, because I absolutely adore it. Oh, so it's like a purple color. It's not even mauve. It's purple with gray in it. Oh, this color. So the next one is Third Date. Nice. So this one is Third Date. Now I really love this. This one is kind of like a purpley red, a cool tone purpley red. Actually, it's not that cool tone. It is more of a warm neutral. It's warm heading into neutral, kind of rusty red. I actually like this one a lot. I don't like the name Third Date. Because now for you though out there who are a little bit out of the know, or a little bit more innocent, that's a good thing. The third date, I never liked that. It's like a guarantee on the third date that the nasty's gonna happen. Yeah. Or an adult moment is gonna happen. That would have been the better way of saying it, I guess. Not that this is a family show, but I'm trying to keep it clean, because Binky in real life would, go off. But yes, so I don't really like the name. It's this rosy color, basically. It's basically saying that things are going to happen on a third date. I don't play that. You do whatever you want to do. I don't like that stuff. You do whatever you want to do. Don't go by what society tells you. I hate that third date thing. And I've had guys like mention that. Some of my male friends say that, and I just go, ugh. If she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to. And if she wants to on the first date, you don't judge that, because you would. But if she doesn't want to until like a month or two down the road, that's her business. It doesn't matter. So I just hate that stuff. I hate the social constructs of that. So yeah, I totally went off on tangent. But that being said, it's a great color. It's a great color. I love this color. It's just absolutely beautiful. Like every single one of these is like a total winner to me. It's just beautiful. I'm so glad I found these. I need to wear these again, because they're just absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this next one is Ladies' Night, which will lead to the third date eventually if they meet someone at the club. Okay, so this is Ladies' Night. The application's horrible. I'm just going to flat out say it. I'm going to get to that in a minute. and my frustration with it. But this one's really beautiful. It's just like a burgundy color, a deep burgundy color. It's just absolutely beautiful. This is a me color. This is vampy all the way. A little bit dark for my skin. Some people may argue. For me, I think it's perfect. I love vampy colors like this. Give me that side eye. I would go with a different eye look, of course, something very subtle. But I would wear this all winter long. Judge away. But this is perfect for, so if you have fair skin, this may be a little bit more vampy than you want. But for, you know, like medium skin tone and up, gorgeous again. But yeah, for me it is a bit much. I don't care. Don't care. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I actually ended up decluttering two because I had duplicate. Graduation day and girls trip, I had two of those unused, so I'm going to give them to friends. Knocks it down from 10 to 8. There you go. I'm happy with that. So I think these are all fabulous, but I have to give a big shout out to pool party. Graduation day is fantastic. Ladies night. So be third date. Don't like the name. What are you gonna do? And Dirty 30, especially Dirty 30. Fantastic. Those 5 I would buy over and over and over and over and over again and have no apologies. In fact, I would keep them in my lineup forever. Forever. The other 3 are fantastic as well that I tried. They're gorgeous. These are just the ones that were my favorite. So, what do I think about these? I obviously like the formula. I do. Okay, let's start with the packaging. So I like the packaging. I don't mind it. It's a lot of wasted plastic though. So part of me likes it because it won't roll around. Has the magnet. Very much it looks plastic though. You look at this and there's nothing luxury about it. It looks like a block of plastic, which it basically is. I like that it doesn't roll. It's very lightweight, but it's kind of cheap looking. We're going to go ahead and say that. But I do like how it has the, you know, the fading color into it. That's really nice. So I'm not going to rip on it because I actually like the fact that it won't roll around and then it has Huda on the side. I actually like it, but I can see how some would go, I don't think it looks cheap. No, I'm not going to say that. I think, but you can definitely tell it's plastic. And some people equate that with it. But I think it's good. Very lightweight. But it has a magnet, hairs in my face, which is fantastic. So, it has a coconut scent to it. If you have an aversion to coconut, you will not like this. You will not like this. I like coconut. I like strong scents. These have strong scents. They're going to stay with you for the day. But I don't really care. I'm okay with it. I'm one with it. The shape. Now, this one I've used so many times. Dirty 30, because I love it. Okay, this one's a little bit better, but can you see with the shape how it has 5 sides? There's a frustration with this. There's a frustration with it. So, because it's really hard to use. It's really hard to use without the point at the top. So, I have a really, okay, my lower lip is much fuller than my top lip. So it worked fine down there. But part of it is when you have a thin lip like I do at the bottom, it just kept going outside and making it really wonky. And what's weird is that the formula is really, really creamy and comfortable. It's matte. Matte-ish. I mean, it is matte. It's a matte kind of look, but I still think it looks creamy. It doesn't look dry, which I like. It feels really good, but my issue is that when you put it on, it's really dry. And it skips a lot, especially with the darker colors. You could see how I had no control of it and it skipped, which was frustrating, especially when you have a smaller upper lip. It kept going outside, and these are really staining, especially the darker colors. They are so staining, so staining. So a lot of pigment, which I like, but it can also be dangerous, and it was dangerous. But I really, really love it. I do like the formula. It's just hard to put on, especially with those deeper colors with the pigment. It skipped a lot and it was dry, but then when it's on your lips, it's really nice. But what I will say is that the formula doesn't necessarily sink into your lips. You can definitely feel that it's laying on top of it, and I think it's because of the silicone. There's definitely a silicone in it. It just lays on top of the lips, which isn't necessarily bad. It doesn't bug me, but I can see how somebody may feel like it feels like a mask. Obviously transferable. I'm okay with that. But I just think it's just an absolute... Okay, I love these colors. I love these colors, and what I like about it is that it was done really smartly. And how is that? So you basically have lighter colors, which they do very light colors, but I didn't like those as much. I have a hard time with those. Sometimes they'll look strange on me. So they have a huge range, and they do have some brighter colors as well. I just didn't go for those. So you have the more muted, lighter colors to the really deep colors. And a lot of the time, Huda stuff will lean warm tone, but with this, there's those grayy colors, which I love. So that, I feel like a lot of them have that. I don't know, I just feel like these colors are a little bit more, they have the brighter ones, but I feel like these are a little bit more street. They're a little bit more city. If that sounds weird, it's a little gritty, but great. And then you have the brighter line that's a little bit more cheery. I just love this. For somebody who, I love these colors. Like, I love all these colors. I think they are fantastic. I am so happy with the ones that I own. I love them. I absolutely love these colors. I think they're just fantastic. There's something special about them. They just have a little bit of that 90s vibe to them, that little bit of grungy kind of city vibe, which I live for. I love them. I love them. It's just the shape of them is a little bit frustrating, especially if you have thinner lips. So it may be best to have like a lip liner. That would have helped me a lot. I don't use lip liners. I like to live on the edge, and so I don't do that. But it's a nice formula. And honestly, I'm trying to declutter this year. This is ones that I would keep. I would wear these every day. I would keep these in my core line here. Once I start getting rid of stuff and using things, these would stay. These would absolutely stay. I would not get rid of them. So even though there are some problems with it, I don't even care. I would keep, and the thing is, even though I have my favorites, I wouldn't get rid of any of these. I declutter too, only because I have duplicates, but I would never get rid of these. I'd never get rid of them. They're that fantastic. So yeah, big thumbs up for me. I would keep these for here forever. Love them. I'm going to try to wear them all individually once I get through a lot of my collection this year, but big thumbs up. Yeah, so let me know what you think below. There's a whole different array, a whole bunch of these different ones. I'd like to hear how the other collections are. I've heard the bombs are kind of so I've stayed away a little bit, but I'm curious about the brighter colors. They're just, I'm wondering if they're as good as these, because I'm really impressed. Let me know below, and until next time, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.